Why do I always just sit here and forget that I have to type out an announcement? Okay. At everyone. I love when Stream Elements takes forever to announce that there's a stream. My beard is unruly. I swear it didn't look this bad like 2 days ago. I guess it just reached a tipping point. What's up, bad aim syndrome? You're early. Yeah. Some streams, it's instant. Sometimes I turn the stream on and within 30 seconds, Twitch has announced it and like the go live notifications have gone out to everybody. Some streams, it takes like 3+ minutes. It's already been 2 minutes.
Poggers.
How are people doing?
19 months, baby.
Thank you, Worley. Hi, chill send. Damn, 19 months. How are people already here? It hasn't even been announced that I'm live yet. Twitch is really slow today, huh? There it is. You have notifs on? Yeah, but notifs usually get sent out at the, like, they got sent out when that message in chat pops up. So now everyone's going to show up. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? Whew, all right. God. Names that I recognize and new names. There's too many. All right, you guys ready? All the names. Protoloon, Even. Ravioli, what's up? Edgar Allan Yo, I know that name. Hardman, Gunkler, Whirly, Sunday, Monkey Banana, Rylan, Time Lord, Spacecraft. Crazy Turtle, Bruh. Milky, Sijabuff, Clunnuff. What are you guys' names? Ethereum, thank you. Kaiser, Nautical, Hymosa, Try Something, Smart Idiot, Rain Reflector, Panma, Hannah Burr, Fink Stink, Cashew, Awful Dust, what's up? Ethereum, thank you again. Whirly, Generic E-Girl. Dude, there's so many new people. More than half of the messages in chat are first-time messages right now. This is insane. All right, I got it. Dirty Toenail, Scopsy, AKP. Please don't do that. Duniksha, Gerald the Pelican, Mr. Idiot, Muffy Core, Ollie, Raise the Gay, Zinth. Account made to follow Blue. Well, I'm not Blue. Hi, everyone. Dan B. Posture check. Yes, sir. I'm working on my posture. My posture is getting better. I've been working on my posture for a while now. Like a month now.
Poggers.
It's getting better. Thank you, Snarver. Hog Rider, indeed. Hi, Mads. Do you like Psyduck? Yeah, Psyduck's pretty cool.
Poggers.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Wasababy. Wasababy. Any chance you got some time to answer questions today about keeping fish ethically? Probably not. But in future streams. Actually, later in the stream. Yeah, later in the stream. After Invent a Fish, I should have time to answer questions.
Thanks for the early B-Day stream, Mr. Fishlord.
Yes, that's why I'm streaming Cashew specifically for your birthday. Happy birthday. Oh yeah, we have a Pride emote. You can do AVNJ Pride, by the way, if you're subbed. We have a Pride emote for Pride Month.
Fish hype. Hope mine gets in.
Hi, Flex. Oh, posture check. Oh.
I have made a smaller megalodon. I call it the Great White Shark. What do you think?
Sounds like we should change it to just White Shark, because great sounds racist. Hi, Flex. Hi, Soph. Hi, Angie. Flex, you're gonna like what's coming later. You, Sunday, and Oval the most, I think. Everyone will enjoy it, but I think you, Sunday, and Oval will be big fans. And Gots, actually. I forgot about Gots. So excited. You don't even know what it is. You guys are like theorizing this whole separate thing, and I'm like, that's really awkward. Thank you, Winnie. Chicken Salt 69. Let's go, Winnie.
Poggers.
Thank you, Jello. When will we start the stream to see cool fish? Within the next 5 minutes, probably. Usually I let like the first 10 minutes... Dude, Sunday, when you guys were all talking about that, I was considering, I was like, oh, maybe I should like quickly come up with a new Bronze League, because that wasn't the announcement. They seem like they really want that. So I might do that, because you guys ruined my initial announcement with that. Usually I let like the first 10 minutes of stream, everybody chill, talk, let the subs happen and shit like that. And then I get into the content. There'll be more, Winnie, I'm sure. It's a classic. Hey, AVNJ, what would you call your fan base? Fish fucks. No, that's too... I don't know. I usually just say chat. Hi, chat. What's up, fish fucks? No, not fish fuckers. That's different. That's a different community that I'm not a part of, despite all evidence to the contrary. The fishlings? Oh, the fry. The fry, or like the larva. Well, that one's kind of weird. I like the fry. What's up, fry? It's cute. The school. I like the school. Thank you, Goblin. Goblin Shoe Store. Insane name you have there. Glad I got you into ichthyology. Love the new emote. I'm glad. Raccoon made it. Rosemary. She has so many names. Rosemary, Raccoon, Watan Posts. I refuse to be called a fish fuck. Then you can be the school. What's your music channel? You're not allowed to know that information. AVNJ's Adventures was lit as fuck. Cool. I edited another one yesterday. There's another AVNJ's Adventures which will release at the end of June. And then I'm going to be making 2 more in June. Then I'm going to be making a 3rd in July. Can you play an instrument? No, this keyboard's for decoration. So is the guitar right in front of me, also decoration. Why is everything so yellow? I guess it's just the lighting in my room. The walls are white and the lights are bright. Mexico filter. Thank you, Mr. Pikmin. Mr. Pikmin 048. Pog. AVNJ's Adventures are awesome so far. I'm glad you guys are liking it. I'm trying so many different... is your outro song on Spotify? Yeah, I believe so. Oval Music. I've been trying so many different, like, thumbnail / title combinations with the AVNJ's Adventures. There's a new one Sunday. It's so difficult because it's so like making it clear that it's a series without, well, having every video be its own standalone. Thank you, Thor. Is really difficult, but I've come up with a new strategy. I take a background image from the place, and then I take a picture of myself, like doing like this, and then I Photoshop like a fish into my hands or something. Here, wait, let me show you the thumbnail I made for the most recent one. Little, thank you, Sheep's Head Art. We'll do a little sneak peek. This is a little sneak peek of the next AVNJ's adventures. This is the thumbnail. So I'm trying to do more stuff like that, and then like more titles that kind of like describe what's going on, so it's more like likely to get people clicking on it. It's really hard to get people to click on shit. There's no shot I have 419 viewers. That would be ridiculous. Is Invent a Fish that big of a thing? That would be my highest ever. Oh my god, I have 430 viewers. That's my largest ever by far. Thank you, Winnie. Yeah, that's my largest amount of viewers I've ever had by a lot. Alright, shall we start Invent a Fish then? I don't want to keep everybody waiting. Shall we see all the amazing fish that were invented and rate them? Chat, if you didn't know, this show is run by you. We picked the top 16, but everything from there is up in your hands. You guys get to vote on every single fish. So you guys are deciding which fish make it all the way. And then the final match is decided by a little RNG, but that's just for fun. ISO Shark is overrated, dude. That dude's still mauled about the second Invent a Fish or whatever. All right. Let me get the music playing. Welcome, chat. I'm gonna make you a little small. Make myself a little smaller. Welcome to Invent a Fish 4. It is time for the 4th competition in which all of my viewers invent their own fish and fish-like creatures with all different sorts of cool adaptations, abilities, designs, and amazing art, so that we can rate them and determine what is the best fish that my audience can come up with. You guys aren't no normal audience coming up with fish. You guys are fish experts. Most of you guys have probably watched my ichthyology lectures. You know fish inside and out. Question is, how good are you at coming up with your own fish? You know, sometimes, you know, you have that little idea in your head. You're like, that'd be cool. That should be something that exists. Well, this is your chance to create that thing. So, first up, before we get into the top 16, which will be competing in the tournament, we have to give out some awards. These fish may or may not have actually made it into the top 16, but they did win a unique award. Now, if you didn't know, when we go through the fish and pick the top 16, Soph and I are the ones who usually do that. And when we do that, we pick our favorites because, you know, not every fish makes it to the top 16, and just because you really like a particular fish doesn't mean that it deserves to be in the top 16 amongst the others. So, Soph and I will decide our favorite. So the first award that we have to talk about is Soph's favorite. This was Soph's favorite fish from the ones that were submitted that we looked at. It may or may not be in the top 16. It is the Bumble Puffer. It's an extremely cute bumblebee colored puffer fish that is very adorable. Big fan of the Bumble Puffer. This is by Honey Hop from the Discord. Just take a second to admire the very adorable Bumble Puffer. Can that award be called Sophie's Choice? I guess so, yeah. Alright. The next award, of course, is my favorite. The one that I like the most out of all the ones that I saw. And that was the Mud Warrior from Memes in My Dreams. I love this thing. It's an evolved mud skipper that makes like mud into a cement-like substance, creating armor. It's so sick. And has magnetic displays. Metallic sands create a magnetic display. So sick. I love this one because he's cute. and he's cool as hell. It looks like a Pokemon. It looks better than a Pokemon. It looks like a Pokemon if Nintendo didn't give up and start coasting on the Pokemon games 10 years ago. Like, this is what they would look like now. And if Nintendo didn't start just making fucking ice cream cones and trash cans into Pokemon. Very cute. Then we have some honorable mentions. So these were some good submissions that were close to the top 16, but just didn't barely make it because there was just so much competition. There's so many good, submissions that we couldn't fit them all in the top 16, but these guys were good. So first up is the Weeping Worm. This is hypersonic beams with a modified dorsal fin, essentially shoots lasers. This fish is firing its laser. There's an entire document about it, which we can read, which has, the introduction, the anatomy, different forms, some interesting, unique things about it. There's a lot of information. I recommend reading this. There's a lot of information about this guy, but he just barely didn't end up making the top 16, but still a very good submission that deserved being acknowledged. Next up, we have the Snish. Now, the Snish technically isn't a fish, and thus was difficult to put in the top 16. But it didn't make the top 16 barely, just, edged out by other things. But it was very cool. This one has its own video, and the video has music, I believe. So let me pause my music real quick so that we can watch the Snish. And that is the Snish. This is a really cool video. We've never had someone submit like an entire video which is intended to explain the fish before, so that was pretty cool. I was impressed with the effort put into that. So you can imagine then, if that fish didn't make the top 16, you can imagine how intense the competition is today. And the last honorable mention, wait, no, not the Snish again. This is the new, oh wait, that was all the honorable mentions? I thought there was another. Okay, well, you know what that means. It's time for the top 16. These are the, stop, I'm getting snished. This is the new, get coconut mauled. Okay. Time for the top 16. You just got totally snished. Send this to all your friends to totally snish them. Alright, so these are the top 16. These are the fish that made it into the 16 best submissions that we thought that we got. Cool ideas, cool drawings, cool art. And these are the fish that will be competing in the tournament, the single elimination tournament voted by you guys. So first we're just going to go through all of them and then we'll start the tournament. So the first one in the top 16 is called the Killer Mimic Fish, which acts like an injured orca whale, baiting pod members, orca whales in to come and try and help them, because orca whales do help out other members of their family, other members of their pod, and then it eats them. So this thing eats, not exclusively, but eats orca whales after pretending to draw them in. Pretty cool first submission. Our second submission is 3 slides. This is called the Kintsugi Gladiators, which are just a dope looking fish. I haven't read through all of this, but we're going to read through all of this. Which repairs broken objects by putting their pieces back together using gold. The object look more beautiful and become stronger. secretes a golden substance when injured. Substance closes wounds, prevents infection, speeds up healing, and causes the affected area to harden and become sturdier. The hardening lasts a considerable amount of time and gives scars a golden shine. So when this fish gets injured, it basically repairs itself with gold. And there's more slides. This describes the process by which the fish repairs its own skin using gold with diagrams. And it talks about how they have small mouths, so they hunt prey by bashing them against solid objects to break them into pieces. They mainly eat shellfish. They're under threat because humans will capture them to use the gold. Their appearance has made them an illegal but highly sought-after exotic pet, extravagantly scarred fish being worth millions. It's an interesting concept, that if you hurt the fish more, it becomes more gold. I know humans would abuse the fuck out of that. There are illegal beauty competitions held between their owners. There's a popular sport involving this fish are arena fights where it gets a second half of its name. Damn, so they have the fish fight each other in an arena for large sums of money on which fish will be the victor. Modern day gladiators. And then these are the common types of scarring and coloration that you can find on this Kintsugi gladiator fish. Yeah, this one is a lot of effort and really amazing drawings. So that's only the second fish. Next up, we have the hypnagogic eels. I'm going to say it that way. I'm not sure how exactly it's meant to be said. So there are little translucent ghost males, and then there's a huge, much larger green female. Consume sleeping fish. Quills are venomous and cause hallucinations, and there are eye spots along the body that resemble the ghost's eye to attract the males. Pretty insane drawing, and just a cool idea in general. I love the sexual dimorphism difference between the male and female. How are we supposed to choose a winner? Can they all win? I don't know. That's you guys' fault. That's my favorite thing about Invented Fish is that, yes, it's really tough for me to pick a top 16, but it's even harder to decide between the top 16, and I don't have to do that. You guys get to do all the voting. The next fish is called the Nia M3 Julia, and I'll let the document explain it better. Essentially what it is an electronic automatic orca that replaces orca fish in aquarium. So, SeaWorld, places like that, which still have actual orcas, the idea is that this fish replaces them, so there's no need to keep actual real live orcas in aquariums anymore. It's debatable whether this is actually a fish or not, or if it's a robot, but it's a super cool idea, and so I figured we should include it because it deserved it. Next up, we have the cookie cutter squid. The cookie cutter squid is, if you know the cookie cutter shark, which is a shark that, takes chunks out of other things. The cookie cutter squid does a similar thing where it takes chunks out of other larger prey, which allows them to hunt on things that are much larger than them, and they don't have to worry about it because they don't have to, like other fish, consume things whole. They can just simply take out a chunk and run away. Yeah, giant mosquitoes is a good way to put it. They're basically giant mosquitoes. Then we have the siren hagfish. Now this one is this one has a PDF. You'll give me a second to pull that up. All right, siren hagfish. So we have its entire taxonomy. We have the rare species of hagfish living in the Tasman Sea. It is classified as a jawless fish, but compared to closely related species, alternates between a strict, active, and dormant. Has its size measurements. The mouth is crazy. It's basically, this hagfish with this ridiculous pincer mouth. It can create sound. Olfactory sac and brain. Has a sound-producing organ lying dorsally. Interesting. Has filter organs called sails. Has slime, as hagfish do, and barbels, as hagfish do. Probably why that's, referred to as a hagfish. Hunting and feeding in the active and dormant phase. I mean, you can tell there's a ridiculous amount of information here. Then you've got the phylogenetics of it, incidences of people running into it, a couple incidents. Seems pretty rare, not run into very often. Yeah, so this is an absolutely ridiculously detailed thing. I should probably keep that up, actually. I'll just keep that up so we can refer to it later. All right, next up, the smoldering catfish. The smoldering catfish is an important deep sea ecosystem creature, deep sea dwelling, opportunistic hunter, as are most catfish. It's got bioluminescence, which is a pretty cool thing to have on a catfish. Basically just bioluminescent deep sea catfish. And I looked at this, I thought this was funny. These are the animals that inspired it. Let me move my face cam. It looks a lot like them. This frilled shark, red-tailed catfish, and then this guy, which is a sea butterfly or something. You can tell if you combined these three with like an AI, this is exactly what you'd get. So very cute. I love catfish. I'm partial to catfish. Deep sea catfish is a good idea. Then we have the dotted recycler, or the plastic fish, which eats plastics and breaks them down. So you know how scientists are trying to create bacteria that are capable of eating plastic so that we can get rid of the plastic, the overage of plastic pollution that we have? Well, this is a fish that does that job. We skip the whole bacteria step, and now we're just at entire animals that are doing things like this. So yeah, this is pretty simple, but his body is made up of the plastics that he eats. So the various colors and textures come from the plastics that are being eaten. So every plastic fish would look completely different based on what they had been eating. Next, we have the red-fringed angelfish, which is a rare species of angelfish that was undiscovered, or I guess hidden from the public for a long time, so that people didn't, trade it very often, traffic it very often for the pet trade. But then when it was released to the public, it was overfished and is now thought to be extinct in the wild. Very cool species of angelfish. I know for sure if this existed, it would be in every fucking rich dude's aquarium. Then we have the four-winged flying shark, which is not to be confused with the butterfly shark. Scales out at about 40 feet long, so this is larger than a whale shark. This would make it the largest shark in existence, and it has wings to boost it into the air. And the wings unclip and form a giant X in the air. So I guess when it's in the water, the wings come together as a fin, but when the shark leaves the water, the wings separate into an X sort of shape that allows them to eat things. They eat fish like tuna, Goliath grouper, and even an occasional sailfish. I wonder why they fly. Long migrations. Makes sense. Alright, then we have the mud warrior, which it was my favorite submission, and it is in the top 16. I just love this submission. It's just so well done. Like, it's not like the most ridiculously detailed or crazy art, but like for the level of art that they did, it's so perfectly done. I love this one very much. It's basically a mud skipper that went under another 10,000, years of evolution and now can create mud armor. So basically it has the ability to take the mud that mud skippers live in and harden it into armor. Pretty awesome. Then we have the flop fish, which is just ridiculously adorable. Tropical fish that can survive in freshwater and saltwater, so it can move between, the various salinity levels. This is some Pokemon shit, I agree. Most notable thing about its fish is its powerful pelvic fins, which have morphed into paw-like structures. So its pelvic fins have actually become what looks like paws, and it allows it to move across the land. Like, many fish have gotten stiffened pelvic fins or pectoral fins, which allow them to move on land better, like say the epaulet shark, for short distances. This flopfish has a similar adaptation. Then we have the Carpe Diem, which is, if you make a carp drawing, I'm probably going to pick it because I do love carp. This is a carp that basically runs on mutually beneficial algae. So it has algae that grows on it, which allows it to live, basically. Has adapted to harvest energy from the sun, similar to plants. They don't rely on it. They can go months without traditional food intake, so they don't have to eat traditionally. They've got a mutually beneficial relationship with algae, and they can essentially, I guess, do photosynthesis. Then we have the boiling sea dragon, which, although technically a seahorse, I had to include it because it was just such a good drawing and setup, and I love like the paper and how everything is listed. So unfortunately, despite it being a seahorse, it has to be involved. But I trust you guys to do what you got to do to this one. Enigmatic cousin of the leafy sea dragon, boiling sea dragon fends off unwanted attention through its sturdy plated hide and by venting out boiling water through its chimneys. Creates an area of intense heat that is unbearable to most predators and allows the sea dragon to feed peacefully on plants. So super cool. Basically the ability to release boiling water to deal with predators, which seems like overkill, but I guess, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Then we have the drake eel, which is just a really awesome drawing. Seems like there's information in the document. The Hathorn Corporation of Ichthyological Anomalies. Oh, I'm the lead observer. Sorry, I guess I'm supposed to know that. Oh, the assistant observer is Brightside. I guess I'm supposed to know about this. So there's some information, behavioral observations, conclusions, physical description, basically sightings of it. And they even made a logo for the corporation that is supposed to have spotted it. Pretty cool drawing. And then finally, we have the mustached water chameleon, which, as you can see by the animation, swallows its prey whole and can pretend to be many fish, but with a mustache. But then eats fish whole. And that, my friends, rounds out our top 16. That is our top 16. So all that's left now is the bracket. This is the bracket in question. I've randomized the seeds. You know what? Actually, I'll randomize the seeds one more time so you guys can see that I'm not cheating. You ready? Shuffle seeds. Okay. These are now the randomized seeds, which means that the bracket is completely random. Let's start the tournament. All right, so give me 1 second to set up the voting system. We are gonna do, it's called Twitch Poll Me. And basically you'll be able to type in chat a 1 or a 2 to pick which you're going to vote for, and it will show up on screen. Let me add the overlay. Wait, am I supposed to add it as browser source? Okay. All right. It's on screen now. All right, cool. So the first round we have is the red fringed angelfish versus the cookie cutter squid. Who wins? And I'm going to copy paste this so I can do this. Red fringed angelfish, and I will show you guys them again. Cookie cutter squid. Start the poll. You guys can now choose which one you want to vote for, and I will show you both. So let me just go ahead and thank you, DHW. So the red fringed angelfish, let me zoom out on this so it makes more sense. The red fringed angelfish is this guy, basically a highly adapted angelfish that's just very, very pretty. And then the cookie cutter squid is the very cute little squid that takes chunks out of other things. So we'll leave this active for, we'll say a minute, a true minute. At 45 seconds it skips to a minute, but we'll leave it active for a true minute. And whoever is winning at that point will win. Seems like people prefer the cookie cutter squid. Interesting. I did not expect a preference for the cookie cutter squid. Usually people tend to go for the digital drawings. People tend to like the digital drawings better than the paper pencil drawings, but it seems like you guys like this one. All right, that is one official minute. we can go ahead and stop the poll. The winner is the cookie cutter squid. We can give the first win to the cookie cutter squid. Thank you for entering, red fringed angelfish. All right, the next round, the mud warrior versus the boiling sea dragon. My favorite submission versus a seahorse in disguise. You guys better do what I hope you're gonna do here. At the very least, the mud warrior doesn't have to make it the whole way, but please support me. All right, mud warrior is the mud skipper, which has evolved with armor. The boiling sea dragon is the seahorse that can spit out boiling water. Oh my god, why is it so close? Please, don't do it just to spite me. Don't vote for the boiling sea dragon just to spite me. Please. I know you're all contrarian internet warriors, but please. Stress sip. I think we're good. I think there's more people who support and want to do my decision, or just like the mud warrior better than the seahorse. It is crazy though that, let's see, 240 votes, 45%, like 110 people have voted for a seahorse. You guys have changed, you know that? Every message in my Discord used to be, fuck seahorses, I hate seahorses. Now 110 of you are voting for them. I'm disappointed in you guys. Mud Warrior moves on though anyways. Alright, next up we have the Carpe Diem versus the Dotted Recycler. Alright, so if you don't remember these two fish, the Carpe Diem is the carp, which has a symbiotic relationship with algae and can also, eat via photosynthesis. And the Dotted Recycler is the fish that can consume and basically make itself out of plastic. Seems like there's a clear preference here. Yeah, I don't even know if I need to continue this poll. I think... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this poll. This is a pretty clear preference for the Dotted Recycler. Makes sense. It's a good adaptation. It's good for the environment. I agree. All right, next up we have the Drake Eel versus Flopfish. Oh boy. We have really good art versus really adorable art. So the Drake Eel is this guy with the document and the really detailed art, and the Flopfish is the very small, adorable guy. You guys can decide. I have a feeling the Flopfish may win solely off of cuteness, but hey, who knows? I'm gonna make chat a little bigger and give you guys a background. Just give me a second. You guys deserve a background. Oh, sorry about that. Pay no mind to what's going on the screen. Flashbanged. Okay, there we go. Flashbang is a really funny message. Alright. Actually, I hate it. I changed my mind. I don't like that at all. Anyways, Flopfish is the clear winner by 40 votes. Congratulations to the very cute Flopfish. We'll see how far your cuteness can travel you. All right, we are halfway done with the first round. Next up, we have the four-winged flying shark versus the siren hagfish. Four-winged flying shark versus the siren hagfish. So the four-winged flying shark is, of course, this guy. And the siren hagfish is, of course, this guy. So you've got crazy, aggressive biter hagfish versus flying fish plus shark. Thank you, Rain Reflector. Damn lemon seed. Why is the hagfish winning? Well, the hagfish has a pretty detailed PDF with a lot of information and cool stuff. Maybe as a drawing, it's simpler than the poor wing flying shark, but information-wise, it's definitely more detailed. Chat is choosing what they value. Do they value information and text, or do they value drawing or adaptation? What's up, Box? Seems like chat values the information. Siren Hagfish is the winner. Alright, next up we have, this is an interesting matchup. The Hypnagic Eels. Hypnagic, I don't remember how to say this. Hypnagic Eels versus the Nia M3 Giulia, which is the orca whale. So the Nia M3 Giulia is the orca whale with this drawing that I have a feeling you guys like for some reasons other than the quality of it. And then it's facing off against this eel, which has the sexual dimorphism. This is a hard one. I agree. This is a difficult decision. Seems like there's preferences for the Hypnagic Eel. I saw Calamity. Wait, did I just see Calamity in chat? Calamity, hi, how are you? I love you. Hey! Oh my god, it actually was you. Hope you're having a good day, ma'am. Alright, seems like there's a clear preference for the Hypnagic Eel. Wait, where is the poll? It's on screen. You just type 1 or 2 if you guys didn't know. You see the numbers next to them on screen? You type 1 for the Hypnagic Eel and 2 for the Nia M3.
Love your content, dude. Discovered you through your highest rated YouTube video and watched a good chunk of your videos. I'm not saying play the whole game, but I'd say give Jaws Unleashed a short playthrough on if you need stream/video content.
Thank you, Evan. I will look into that. Alright, it seems like there is a clear preference for the Hypnagic Eel. Difficult decision between the fish and eel. Worley, I think you're underestimating Zoomers if you think people aren't voting for Julia just because of the woman. But alas, she has been defeated by a giant sexually dimorphic eel, so I guess the Zoomers aren't that horny. Alright, next up we have another orca-related thing, the killer mimic fish versus the very cute smoldering catfish. Alright, so as a reminder, the killer mimic fish is this guy who pretends to be an orca and then eats things. And then the smoldering catfish is this guy, who is a deep sea bioluminescent catfish. So deep sea bioluminescent catfish versus what I think is probably the favorite to win the tournament. I think this guy is just the coolest adaptation and a really good drawing. I mean, the gladiators are pretty cool, but I think this guy may be the favorite to win the tournament. But that doesn't mean that there can't be upsets. And who knows, maybe an adorable bioluminescent catfish is the one to make the upset. It's not looking like it, but maybe it is. It's fucked up. The catfish is so cute. Things can't always win because they're cute, Sunday. This isn't the real world where being attractive makes you win everything in life. Alright, seems like there's a clear preference for the killer mimic fish. I agree. It's a good adaptation. I like the killer mimic fish a lot. I hope to see it go far. And we have one more left. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough matchup. Alright, we have the mustached water chameleon, which has that animation. I don't know how to spell that word. It's probably something like that. Versus the gladiators. I'm just going to put it like this.
Thank you for reading the chat. Have had a lot of people ignore it. Keep on keeping on with that S-tier fish biology content.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed. Alright. Mustached water chameleon versus gladiators. So the gladiators, if you don't remember, are these 3 slides things that repair themselves with gold when they get injured and are in illegal fighting rings. And then the mustached water chameleon is this animation where it is small and then eats its guy whole, its prey whole. Wow, this might be the biggest blowout so far. That's unfortunate. I really do like this animation, but it is tough to go against the gladiators round 1. This is tough. These are some difficult fish to compete with, but it does seem that this is going to be a blowout. All right, and with that, we are done with the round of 16. We have moved on. There are only 8 left. Let's begin the next part of the bracket. We have the cookie cutter squid versus the mud warrior. So let me go ahead and put that up. All right, the cookie cutter squid is not that. Sorry about that. Where is it? I'm sure you guys don't mind, but I actually can't find it. Did I delete it? Oh, it's right there. The cookie cutter squid is this drawing of the squid that, you know, eats chunks off of things. And then the mud warrior is the evolved mud skipper. Seems like a pretty clear preference for the mud warrior. I'm proud. This is my favorite drawing, my favorite submission by far. I hope he goes far. I hope he makes it until the finals, and then, you know, let RNG decide. Alright, seems like a clear preference for the Mud Warrior. Our first entrance into the top 4. Congratulations to the Mud Warrior. Alright, oh, this is the tough one. Good adaptation versus cute design. We've got the dotted recycler versus the flop fish. Can cuteness prevail? Is this adaptation of being able to eat plastic better than a fairly simple, cute little fish? What do you guys value in life? Do you value adorableness, or do you value saving the environment from plastic pollution? Based question. Thank you, Whirly. Uh-oh. Seems like the flop fish is on pace to take an L, unfortunately. The world is too far gone. What are we to do if our citizens are prioritizing cleaning up plastic pollution rather than cute fish with pectoral fins that look like paws? This is an unfortunate day. Rip the flop fish. Rip the flop army in chat who love the flop fish very much. Democracy took an L on this day. Yeah, this is it. This is when democracy took an L right here. All right, next up we have the siren hagfish versus the hypnagogic eels. Siren hagfish versus the hypnagogic eels. To remind you, the siren hagfish is this guy. He has the document in this of all of this information. The hypnagogic eel is also, honestly, this is a competition between long, skinny fish. This is the big green guy with the sexual dimorphism where the males look like ghost skeletons and the females are huge and beautiful.
The flopfish is the winner in my heart, no matter what.
That's fair. The flopfish, you know what, is clearly, I think, a chat favorite. Actually, I guess it's not a chat favorite, or it would have been voted for, huh? If it was a chat favorite, you guys would have voted it all the way, but you didn't. So everyone in chat acting like the flopfish is the chat favorite is actually bullshitting. Anyways, it looks like the hypnagogic eel is going to be the winner of this round. People really like that drawing and the sexual dimorphism. Fair enough. Welcome to the top 4. We have one more to decide for the top 4. Oh, this is so rough. Oh, I do not envy you at this moment. You guys have to choose between the gladiators and the killer mimic fish. This is rough. I mean, listen, one of them had to go eventually. You've got the gladiators who have the ability to repair their body with solid gold versus the killer mimic fish, which mimics an orca.
Emote plaza.
Make the flop an emote? Maybe. I'll consider making the flop fish an emote. Ooh, I thought this was going to be closer than it is. I might make an AVNJ cute with the flop emote. We'll see. I don't know. It seems like there's a clear preference for the gladiators. Interesting. I thought the killer mimic fish was a shoo-in for the top spot, but you're right. The gladiator does have a lot more information, a lot more detail, and it is a pretty cool concept. All right. Well, unfortunately, that is the end of the line for the killer mimic fish. Meaning, we have our top four: the Mud Warrior, the Dotted Recycler, the Hypnagogic Eels, and the Kintsugi Gladiators. There are only 2 matches left to decide, because if you guys didn't know, the last match is decided randomly. So, first up, we have the Mud Warrior versus the Dotted Recycler. Now, for these, I will let the poll go longer.
Flop army will rise again when you least expect it.
Great. Now I have an entire cult of Flop fans in my chat. All right. First is the Mud Warrior, which is the adapted Mud Skipper, which is somewhere in here. Oh, right here. I found it. Versus the Dotted Recycler, which is the Save the Environment fish. Wait, no. Wait, the Mud Warrior, no. Wait, guys, please don't do this. Guys, please. Guys, okay, well, hey, we can talk about this. It's just a fish that recycles. Well, I recycle. Vote for the Mud Warrior. You don't need to vote for the... Come on. No. Oh, now you guys are all big fans of democracy. 5 minutes ago, you were all saying down with the democracy because the flop fish got eliminated. But now democracy's great because you get to vote out the Mud Warrior. Yeah, okay, fuck you guys. Whatever. Dotted Recycler is on to the finals. I hope it loses. All right, and then the final match that we have to decide is the Hypnagogic Eels versus the Kintsugi Gladiators. I have a feeling I know who will win this.
Flop around and find out.
Flop around and find out. Gladiators versus Hypnagogic Eels. Well, if there's one thing I've gotten better at today, it's spelling hypnagogic. I don't know if it's a word, but I know how to spell it now. All right, so the Hypnagogic Eel. Well, we have the gladiators. Everybody knows. Repair yourself with gold. And then the Hypnagogic Sexually Dimorphic Eels. Interesting. It has been basically every round has been a blowout, huh? We haven't had a single round go within like 5% of each other than like maybe the very beginning. All right. Well, it seems like the Hypnagogic Eel is going to be eliminated by the Gladiators. This is definitely a high effort, really, you know, probably a shoo-in for the top 2. This guy was probably going to win no matter who he had to face up against. And with that, we have the end of our polling system. That's right. We have our finals. The Dotted Recycler versus the Kintsugi Gladiators. That is all that is left. Let me go ahead and clear everyone else out. Sorry. All right, this is what we have left. The Gladiator versus the Dotted Recycler. Now, if you guys didn't know, there's a certain way that we decide who wins this. You guys may not know if you're new to Invent a Fish, but we actually have a very sophisticated method of doing the finals. It's not like the others. Maybe you guys have heard it before. I'm not sure. Does anyone in chat know? Anyone in chat have an idea of what we might be doing right now? Seems like you guys know more than you let on. Interesting. Hold on, let me find a song. No, not that one. Trying to remember the name of some of the good ones. That is a banger, but not what I'm looking for.
Question, is Invent a fish once a year? Or is it every season, or how does it work?
There's really no schedule. It kind of just happens when it happens. All right, I've got a song ready. All right, give me 1 second. I know the marbles are going to be rigged. How do you think I'm rigging the marbles? How would I even go about doing that? All right, let me go ahead and log in real quick. Okay, we have race. All right, it is time. It is time, my friends. Time for the race of the century.
It's more been time.
What should we do? We need like a 3-minute map. We'll do on thin ice. Sounds interesting. 2 players. Let me go ahead and decide the players real quick. I forget how to do that. Add names. Oh, I forgot. We did this. We did it with 5 different marbles so that they could finish last time. Yeah. This is a good idea. I like this idea. So we've got, what are our 2 finals? Dotted Recycler. Basically, each competitor gets 5 marbles, and then we randomly decide the winner. Dotted Recycler versus Gladiators. Finish, simulation, race. I'm not adding flop. You want me to add 1 flop? 1 flop, and if it wins by some magic. Okay. I'll do it. But if it wins, it's so bullshit if it wins. I just have to hope that it doesn't win. That's basically what I'm doing, is I'm just hoping that it does not win. Flop. Okay. What was that? On thin ice? 11 simulation. Alright. There's 1 flop. 1. Why is this upside down? Okay. Alright, I gotta remember how to use this. Alright, you guys ready? Oh, shit. Oh, they started already? Jesus. Play the song. How do I do this? Alright. Flop is way in last. I think we're okay. Flop is not doing so hot. Dotted Recycler, 2 of them off to a clear lead. Actually, the top 3 are all Dotted Recycler right now. Gladiator looking rough, but they didn't get the best line. They got caught up a little bit there. This Gladiator could catch up. Then again, Dotted Recycler making his way down. Holy shit, look at this. This Dotted Recycler is so far ahead of everyone. Second place is Gladiators, though. Flop way in the back. Flop truly failing. Knocking down the icicles as they go. Dotted Recycler makes it past this object. This can, hold marbles back for a long time sometimes. Uh-oh, actually, kind of getting caught. Gladiators has fallen. I'm not sure if that's an advantage or a disadvantage. It seems like it might be an advantage. Dotted Recycler. Wow, 3 Dotted Recyclers versus 1 Gladiators, which is now in first place. This is a rough obstacle, though. Wait, what? They just go through it? Oh my god, wait. This is a close race. The Dotted Recycler and the Gladiator are right on top of each other. Oh wait, I thought this was the end. I'm fucking stupid. I was like, wait, who won? It didn't turn green. It's a marbles 1v1. Oh my god, who's gonna fall down first? They're taking a very similar path, but another one could fall in. This could take a while. Oh, he hit that marble. He changes direction. The Gladiator bumps the other Gladiator towards it. Wait, Flop is suddenly in the game. Uh-oh. Wait, Gladiators makes it down. Oh, and we have our winner. Flop almost made a comeback at the end, but unfortunately, Gladiators are going to be the winner. Dotted Recycler in second, so either one really could have made it. What place would Flop have come in? Let's see, chat. What would your champion have done? There goes another Dotted Recycler. 2 Gladiators, 2 Dotted Recyclers finished. Flop in 5th place. Unfortunate. Much like the actual tournament, Flop very adorable, but just can't get it done when it needs to get done. All right. Marbles, delete. You know what that means, chat. That means we have our winner, the Kintsugi Gladiators. I don't think I said it once right the entire time. Congratulations on winning Invent a Fish 4. Who made this? Let's congratulate them personally. Good job, Good Greasy Pineapple for 2nd place. Waddle D Art. Congratulations on winning Invent a Fish. Feel free to at me on Discord so that I can add you. You win free merch. Speaking of merch, did you guys know that if you go in this merch channel here in the Discord and you click this link, I have merch that Waddle D Art is going to get for free? One of their choice. Amazing. Look at all these amazing designs like the Moray Eel and the Crabzilla and the Seahorse and the Anti-Seahorse Club. Certified fish expert. Crabzilla is real and he stole my wallet. Very cool things like that. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So if you're here for fish, have a wonderful day.
Rigged, I demand a recount.
Nope, no recount. Sorry about that. If you're here for fish, have a wonderful day. We are going to be moving on to something else, but I have a feeling most of you will not like it or care. So, Flop merch. Should I make a Flop emote? Is Flop even going to work as an emote? Ah, God. All right. I'm gonna give the non-fish people a chance to fuck off before I begin. Okay. I will consider... Listen, here's what I'll do for you, chat. I will message the person who created Flop and ask them if they could create me a Flop-based emote. And if they decide that they can do that, then we will have a Flop emote. I have an open slot on Twitch. So hopefully next time I stream, I will have a Flop emote. Acceptable compromise? Okay, I'm glad you agree. All right. Have a nice day, everyone. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then we're going to do some secret shit. Be right back. Secret shit incoming for non-fish people. All right. I am excited. None of this is not going to be interesting to any of you. How did you piss that fast? The bathroom is literally through those doors. No, this is not fish related at all. I did wash my hands. Okay, let me stop the music real quick. All right, are you guys ready? I'm nervous. Let's see who recognizes it first. I have a certain beef, we'll just say, with the current world record holder. And I feel like it's probably time that I take the world record back. Let me create a thing here real quick. I usually put that there, right? How did I do this? And then I did not do a display capture. You've got to talk Happy Pride the whole time? That's a good idea. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, I used to have the world record in this game. I grinded it a lot. It was what I originally did on stream before I was popular. I grinded a lot and eventually got the world record. But unfortunately, the world record was taken by someone who I very much don't care for. Let's just say that they're not a fan of Pride Month, which I don't very much appreciate. So, it's about time we take the world record back from them. Give me 1 second. The splits will eventually load. All right. So, I've been looking into a lot of new movement. So, just a couple things that I've looked into and come up with ideas for. I used to, right here, go this way to activate the owl, and then climb up right there. But I've discovered that something like this, just like a little side hop and then continuing over that way, is about 0.2 seconds faster. So if that gives you an idea of the kind of time saves that we're working with, 0.2 seconds is an acceptable time save. Move chat to above your webcam. There's going to be splits there. They're just taking a while to load. All right, here, instead of going up like this and then up like this, what I can actually do is grab this precise piece right here and go all the way up to the top with one grab. And here, instead of climbing, doing this, that, and then side hopping in, which is the current movement in the world record, when I get here, I can actually roll, grab here, turn around, backflip. That was slower. I don't usually do the backflip, but I can do the roll to grab this ledge up here faster, teleport there. Who said that? Cashew. Was it? Oh, Arda. Thank you. Trying to ruin a homophobe Zelda career for Pride Month. Yeah, you can fix things. Move alerts above the game. I'm sorry. Listen, I just made this display right now. All right, I finally got Oh my god, I forgot we even have a split called I'm Gwei. All right, here we go. The splits are present. I feel like I want it to look different if it's going to be that wide. I feel like we don't need best split times, and we don't need previous segment best. Alright, that's a little better. Alright, these are our splits. Alright, so if those of you who weren't here last time that I grinded this, essentially I got a pretty strong world record with I think a 1551. But the world record has since been taken from me by over a minute. It's actually by about 70 seconds, which is going to be a difficult time to beat. But with optimized movements and a bunch of stuff like that, I should be able to. I've been practicing, not everything, but we'll see. I have new movement here as well. Side flip. Way faster than the old movement I used to do.
Time to eat the homophobes and transphobes.
Yes, let's eat the homophobes and transphobes. All right. Shall we try a run? I mean, listen, I am not ready to get a run yet, a run going yet necessarily, but we should have our first run back, see what we can pull out here. Let's see what we can do. I haven't practiced much except the beginning. All right, let's do it. Chat, the fun thing about this is if you're here, this is why we specifically liked I specifically thought Flex, Oval, and Gots would like it. We get to choose the file name every time. So what should we name the first run back? What should we name it? Flop. I had a feeling it was going to be flop. Pride. No, we should wait. We should name it like Pride when we get the world record. Just to piss him off. We'll do flop for now. All right, my first run back. It has been almost a year and a half since I have run this game. Yeah, it does not feel like a year and a half ago, but it is. New movement. Terrible movement, but new movement on the table. You like that jump on the table? That was 2 new movements. You've had a year to get crusty at the game? Yeah, I will say I am not quite the player I used to be. It'll take a little bit of time to get derusted, but once I'm derusted, we should be good. Was the I'm Gwei part the hardest part? It used to be, yes. I would say that the Gwei Mega Flip was the hardest part. Oh, speaking of which, we're doing that unbuffered. So I used to buffer the Gwei Mega Flip, which means that I would pause every frame to make sure that I got the correct frames. We're not going to buffer it anymore. We're going to do all those frame perfect inputs without pausing. It's pretty good. Not get the new movement. That's fine. I'll try to get it here. Awkward. Didn't get it. Fuck. Damn, this run was actually, like, decent up until that point. But that's alright. First run back. Not everything's gonna go well. I do need to get that more consistently. Something to practice. I've got a lot of things to practice for sure. And then this angle is really difficult. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Maybe I need to shift the camera when I get here. Now I'll just do it. I'll do the good movement in the future. Gotta practice a bit. Wait till you finish a run on stream and everyone watches the end cutscene? Yeah. You guys will like the end cutscene. Why do you have to jump back? You don't. I was just trying to do the ledge clip and failed it. Yes, there are multiple endings. Okay, I need to get a better judge of that distance. That's just me being rusty. God damn it. Yes, there are 3 endings, technically. I don't remember how to do this room. I genuinely don't remember how to do this room. I think I go here and then turn and then jump slash. Okay. I should put Happy Pride next to my webcam for the run. Yeah. When I'm actually doing world record attempts, I'll put a gay flag on screen. I mean an LGBT flag. It's basically the gay flag. Yeah, I should be capable of avoiding that re-dead grab. Fuck that roll. Alright, new movement time. I mean, the entire run is basically new movement. Okay, well, there goes the time saved from the new movement. That's pretty good text. I practiced that. You guys like that text? I got through all the text super fast and the scroll down to press no. If you press yes by accident, so if you mash at the wrong timing and then don't press down, you have to read all the text again. All right, let's see if I can do this properly. I want to not ledge grab. Perfect. This one I need an instant roll. Alright, ledge clip time. I don't remember how to do this very well. Okay, YOLOing it is probably not the play. I can gold this though, I definitely... How did the setup go for this? This, turn right, slash, ESS. Yeah, okay, I remember it. So it's this, side hop. No, wait, what is it? I'm trying to remember. Just watch the video. I did make a tutorial on this. This, and then I think I just ESS like right too. But I kind of used to YOLO it, and I would prefer to do that. Forgot about the tutorial, goddamn. I made an entire tutorial for this run. I want to start getting the side flip off of that. You can actually side hop off of the switch as you press it, but it's frame perfect. That was bad. I need to memorize the visual keys for that. And then I'm supposed to do this. Yeah, that's the movement. New movement there, which saves a lot of time. Space out that rolling better. Alright, now we're in the room of difficulty. This is the hardest room in the game, movement-wise. And I used to always play it the safe way, but... kinda gotta do what you gotta do. So I think here, and then turn... Maybe I should immediate jump slash? I'm gonna have to practice this movement a lot. I might have Sunday before I knew. Gotta do the movement for pride. Maybe it's better not to fix the camera. But I definitely need to jump slash early. This movement is rough. It's very difficult. Okay, well that was just not it. I'm trying to find a consistent setup. Thank you, Benny. I think the consistent setup, honestly, is going to be turn forward, do that, right? Let myself fall. So eventually that won't be faster. And then I need a better angle on that one. I could always not do the second jump. I would prefer to, though. I can make it one of those things where I do it on a bad run, but not on a really good run. Jump slash a little too early. It's just going to be timing. Well, I plan on continuing working on this until I get it early, if that's what you mean, but not today, obviously. Today is practice and remembering what I'm doing and learning new things. There we are. That was the intended thing. And then this one, this is rough not to target this guy. You have to do like... Shit, that's not it. God damn it. It's really awkward. Especially if I get the wrong spacing. Subathon till record? Well, it's not a subathon if it ends at the record, then it's a stream unlimited. Fuck. We gotta beat this guy during Pride Month, though. Here's the problem. In 3 days, I leave for Florida. Nice. I'm getting better at that. That was good. That part's difficult, though. Rolling through him. Okay, question mark, get it in 3 days. I think you guys underestimate how difficult of a world record this will be. Still got 15 days after then. No, I can't do this in Florida. I might be able to practice, but I won't be able to stream or record. Not on my shitty laptop. God damn it, Sunday. You're going to Florida, I'm sorry. What are you talking about? The fucking biodiversity and fish there? Are you kidding me? I'm not going to become a Florida man for 2 weeks in Florida. Yeah, but everything else in Florida? Okay. But I'm there for the fish, so what's it matter? Yeah, it doesn't have to be Pride Month. I'm still, listen, when I start doing actual runs, I'm going to put the gay flag on screen. I keep saying the gay flag. Fuck. Yeah. I'll just keep it on stream. The gay flags, them you. Do I sound like that? 5 fish, thank you. Movement in this room is definitely going to require a lot of practice. I feel decent about the first jump. Zach is going to one of the hottest places in the hottest season. Yeah, that's the part I'm not looking forward to. Okay, I really want to be able to do this. But here, I need to be like here. No. How do you get the angle? I guess you just have to fucking YOLO it and hope you get a good angle. Interesting. Is it top 8 already in BOBC Sunday? Nice one. Nice one. Okay. I think that ruins my ability to do the thing. Because there's another intended damage, right? Yeah, there's an intended damage here. So I can no longer do the time save, unfortunately. So there's an extra time save you can do here if you don't take extra damage. Also, I'm thinking this is faster. I haven't seen anyone else implement this, but it feels faster. Well, not if you do that. But all that shit feels way faster. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Oh my god, you're kidding me. I did it anyways. Alright. Alright. That was our warm-up run. Let's do actual runs. I think I'm ready. That was all the hard parts. I remember how to do everything else. Flop is dead, I'm sorry. Get the pride flag? I'm not gonna get world record. I'm not gonna... It's not time. I'll find a little GIF, though. I need, like, pride flag GIF. I need, like, a little one. Yeah, that's good. I found one, actually. Zach forgetting about Gwei? That's a whole different issue. I'm not even worrying about the Gwei today. Alright, where do I put it? Put it up there, or should I put it on me? How about that? Alright. Alright, what's the second run called? Who in chat? Okay, I'm thinking of a number 1 through 100. First person in chat to guess it gets the run named after them. Sunday got it. It was 76. That's incredible. That was like the second number guessed. That's ridiculous. It's alright. Don't worry, guys. It's going to be a shit run anyways. I still have not done the second half in a year and a half. I'm ready for all the new movement, though. For the first, like, probably 50 runs, it's mostly just going to be practicing the new movement. Advanced tech time, yeah. I'm just going to go for everything, because I might as well practice it. I'm not going to get world record, so I might as well just go for everything, right? That was pretty fast. Where are you going in Florida? In your mom's butt. Why do people keep asking this? I'm not telling you. How about that? Why does Link's nose look longer than normal? I feel like it always looks long. What did Soph change the title to? The title in game to? Just The Legend of Zelda Master of Time. Wait, that's a game on Twitch? I didn't even realize that had its own category. Nice one. No, it's OOT, but the title is that? Oh, I see. I need to be faster at this menuing as well. I can just memorize the inputs instead of having to visually do this. That's what I should do. I should just memorize the inputs there. Why does Link go up the stairs sideways? It's faster. Okay. Nice little detour we took there. Alright, new movement. Can we get all of the new movement? Imagine. I didn't go far enough. Fuck. Yep. Maybe, like, How do I do this with this angle? This is it's so rough with this angle. Okay, that's fucked up. Do a weep run? I don't think that's gonna help me with this, Nat. I also don't remember how to do that at all. That was bad. Anyways. Backwalking is probably faster there. We'll have to look into it. Nice glitched camera. Really fucking slow side flipping. I wonder if the save and quit is faster here. Task does a save and quit, but I just can't imagine it being faster. But I should time it just to be sure. I shouldn't just assume it's slower. Because if the task does it, I mean, there's probably a reason. I'm sure they timed it. Well, that was stupid. That was stupider. Bonk. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, I haven't even finished Subnautica once. You guys are just asking me to do all these, do a Wind Waker, Elden Ring, like, you guys are asking me to do this like I'm just looking for games to speedrun. I'm good, thanks guys. What the fucking weird momentum. I don't know why that happens. I should probably figure it out. Sometimes you can get some weird ass momentum with the bomb there. God damn it, now I'm taking extra damage. It'll like blow you sideways before it blows you forward. No, I never played Elden Ring. It's not my kind of game to play. I enjoyed watching it though. Zach, it's for the views. You think I care about the views? I'm playing a Ocarina of Time ROM hack. Damn, that was a really good... Okay, I'm getting good at YOLOing it. Okay, that was bad. Getting the jump is the hard part, though. God damn it. No, Whirly. Monster Trucks was before I streamed. You're thinking of Jelly Drift. There we go. Now I just do that first try and we're good. Just really terrible movement. Maybe I just let myself jump. What? I get hit again. Maybe I just let myself... Dude. And then go to the right. Captain Shroon, what's up? Did you submit a fish this time, Captain Shroon? I don't think I saw any of yours. No, I missed it. Rip. It's always add everyone in the Discord, so if you just keep announcements on in the Discord, you should see it. Alright, new movement. Let's do it correctly. Hog. I'm sure I can fit 3 rolls in there. Jesus. Am I gonna get hit by every freaking Deku thing? Heart, please. Thank you. Alright, it's actually fine with that heart. What? How? Oh, and another heart. Oh, I see what I can do. Alright, I understand. I can target, untarget to get him in the right spot. And then roll through. Okay, that works. Alright, I'm actually good. See you, Cashew. I probably could have backwalked out of there. Actually, it's probably not even worth it. Okay, roll spacing is something I'm gonna need to remember. Hello? Yeah, today was a really big stream. I had 500. I don't think I've ever even crossed 400. So 500 is a lot of viewers for me. God damn it. The one issue with YOLOing this. Wait, you can actually miss? This camera angle is ridiculous. The power of FWAP. I don't think it had anything to do with FWAP, but I'm glad it... Dude, why does this keep happening? I'm glad Invent a Fish was so successful. People love Invent a Fish. I mean, previous Invent a Fishes have been like 200 viewers. I think us fixing the Discord thing has genuinely improved my viewership a lot. We used to have a rule reader bot that didn't work half the time, and so a lot of people didn't get into the Discord, and thus like half the people in the Discord never got the announcements. Now people get the announcements. And I think that has actually doubled my viewership. I'm not kidding. I think fixing that has doubled my viewership. There'll be a video, Bree, don't worry. Okay, wait. Do I remember how to do this at all? I don't. I think I just go here. That was bad. That was even worse somehow. That's the wrong door. That's also the wrong door. Yeah, I ended up on the complete wrong side. Oh well. Oh, I never equipped the bow. I have to equip the bow the moment I get it. I forgot about that. And then where do I go? Like here? Okay, these rocks are starting to piss me off. Do I take a step back? What is the... Where is the angle? Oh yeah, it's taking a step back. Hello? I'm confused. I thought you could exit this door from here, maybe? Oh, to the side. That's gotta be it. Yeah. Hello? I'm going insane. How is that still hitting the rock? The rock is nowhere near it. I'm gonna use all my arrows on this. Is it worth stepping this far back? I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose. I never remember the rocks being this much of a pain in the ass. What was the old strat for this? Oh, I came right down here. I know what I did. Okay, I remember the strat now. Was there another spider? Oh yeah, I had to kill that one too. I forgot. Forgot what I had to actually kill in this room. Well, probably shouldn't have jump slash there, I guess. Learned my lesson. I thought you were supposed to jump slash, but I guess not. Now we get to deal with the pinging heart sound. Fuck. Wait, I need to go into this. Oh, this is so fucked. If I come into this room without arrows. Because now everything's not stable anymore. Fuck. Okay, definitely, well, I mean, that was just an exceptional case of wasting arrows. That won't happen normally. Wait, they're all back? Okay, when you leave and read... God damn it. Can y'all grow back already? When you leave and re-enter the room, everything resets. Good to know. Not that I would have ever done that in an actual run. Really? God, this one's so hard to hit. Not that one. This one in the front. There we go. Alright, and then there was a strat that I was considering doing here. Instead of pushing the block, you can actually do, like... like that. I forget how to actually even do it now. It's something like pull the bow out, take the shot as you backflip, which allows it to go through the fire at the same time as you backflip, but I have a feeling that might be too precise. Y'all simping over 3 polygons tops? I'm sure there's more than 3. Surely it's not 3 polygons. That would be one impressive trick shot? Yeah, that's the idea. Genuinely, one of the hardest parts about this ROM hack is about the arrow shooting. Alright, do I remember how to do this fight? I was considering adding ISG. I think I might do ISG. I gotta remember how to do it, though. Wait, how do you do ISG in this type of thing? Oh, I have to be focused on him, wait. Like that, right? Yeah. I see. So it's... there it is. I'm considering adding this to my repertoire. I don't know, it feels slower, but obviously it's not because you literally just obliterate him Oh, I didn't jump slash first, so this is doing no damage. Okay, I'm just gonna do this normally. I forgot I need to jump slash first. Yeah, I don't know if this is worth it. Honestly, doesn't feel worth it. Okay, I'm on top of the chest. Alright, time for the... I have to save and then do that, right? Oh, I'm supposed to equip fire arrows first, I think. It's time for my favorite split. I'm Gwei. Oh my god, we have the Gwei emote still? Hello? That's ridiculous. And I got magicked. No arrows and I got magicked. Okay. Nice shot. What is Gwei? Gwei is this fucking bird. Alright, well that angle was just awful. But you get the point, something like that. Alright. Let's see if I remember how to fucking mega flip on the Gwei. What are the chances I get this first try? Whoops. Oh! I pressed the wrong button. My bad. It's awkward. You should come this way? No, really. Interesting. Yep, just like the good old days. Me playing Master of Time and all the homies gambling. Nice RNG, by the way. Alright, I'm gonna save state so that we actually get this. Imagine just instant first tried it. I don't even remember how to do this trick. I don't even remember the inputs. I'm just guessing. Fuck. There's no way to save that. Glitch knockback, but not the right kind. Let me buffer it so that I remember. I love that one. So I need to make sure it's a shield roll, so I need to press shield and roll on the same frame. This one should work. Oh, I missed the frame. Too far forward this time, I think. And my pause buffering is just bad. I really do want to do this unbuffered.
Are you bisexual? I'm pansexual BTW.
Yes, I am bisexual. Fuck. This isn't going very well. Alright, this is an extremely precise trick that was thought to be TAS only until I figured out how to actually make it viable for a human being, and I haven't done it in a year and a half. So cut me some slack. Alright, I'm just going to pause buffer it until I understand it again, because I actually forget it entirely. Do I need to be holding? Skip the frame. Am I spacing it wrong? What am I doing wrong at this point? It may be that I'm spacing it wrong. And mashing may not be the best method for hitting the flip. That was just a terrible roll direction. Oh wait, that's the frame. Oh shit, well I got the mega flip. It was in a terrible position, so it didn't work, but I got it. It's not called a super mega flip. Just a mega flip. I love how he gets up like this. What the fuck is that? Switch to Samus and get the super duper mega flip. Yeah, why don't I simply super wave dash across the gap? Dude, doing this unbuffered is gonna be hard. Maybe I just do this less buffered. Thank you, Enchinopa. I'm rolling too early, right? Because he's not damaging me by the time that I hit that frame. Or he's too far away from me. I need to let the bird get closer. And that was he hit me too early. That was probably the best one yet. Fuck, I missed the frame again. Dude, my pause buffering is so bad. It's so hard. Yeah, I got it on pause buffered. Just bad positioning. Too early. It seems like it's mostly about the timing of the roll, and after that, pause buffering isn't really necessary. Oh, that wasn't it? You're kidding me. I don't think I need to pause buffer, though. I think I just need to get better. Dude. Melody literally talked in the Melee chat last night and asked a dumb question. We were talking about something random and Melody just popped into the Melee chat and said something dumb. And I said, "Where the fuck did you come from?" And then he disappeared. Bouts and prayers. What's the story behind the name AVNJ? Scroll down. I beg of you, just scroll down. Just take your mouse wheel and press it downwards for like half a second. What the fuck? What even just happened? It seems like seeing the Gwei the whole way around is good. Like, I need to let the Gwei be very close to me. But I also need to get close to the ledge on the roll. Like, when the Gwei's far away from me, the timing's always bad. See, like, I need him right on me. It might be worth delaying to make sure he's on me. Okay, well, not like that. Dude. Or maybe just timing the turnaround so that I don't have to manually delay. Yeah, what if I just do that? Right here, and boom. I just get a mega side flip? Are you serious? How? I keep getting mega side flips. Alright, I need to get that angle better. It's a solid down right. Dude, I've hit the mega flip so many times. What am I doing wrong to not get across? Do I need to be closer to the pole? Okay, that was wild. That looked like a faster version. I think I need to be closer to the pole. Because that means that, because I'm just barely missing it. Enjoy your snackies, Worley. Wait, Sunsei was in top 8? That's impressive on its own. Good job, Sunsei. Love that guy. Yeah, I think my issue is I'm too far to the left. I think I need to stay closer to the pole. I think if I time the roll right and get closer to the pole, we've got this. Unbuffered. Okay, well that ruins everything. God damn it. Dude. Would dropping down to dodge the Gwei work? We're trying to get hit by the Gwei. We are using a forward shield roll into the damage that the Gwei hits us with to glitched knockback backflip across the gap. Like that. I mean, instead of hopping around the lamp. No, the point of that is to get the Gwei in front of us. We need the Gwei in front of us. So this is just an easy and safe method of getting the Gwei in front. I'm addicted to gambling. AVNJ viewers after one Master of Time stream. $156,000 Nat, that's ridiculous. Did you gamble all and just double it? Yeah, I think my main issue, I'm so far left. Like, so far left. I need to come back right at the pole. Nice, Nat. Everyone just losing money in chat. That one looked good. Wonder what was wrong with that one. Maybe if I take this slow. That one also looked good. Fuck. Too early. Opinions on Quandale Dingle? I don't really know what that is. People have been saying it. Apparently it's a Zoomer meme that I don't know. That's what I've been told, at least, that it's a Zoomer meme. I love that glitch damage. Wait, Quandale Dingle is a person? The guy with the big nose? I didn't know it was a person. I thought it was just a funny phrase that people said. I'm a Zoomer and I also didn't know. Okay, that's good. I'm not the only one out of the loop. He's a real person and has a long sniffer. Alright, so there's just a dude with a big nose and the entire internet makes up a name for him. Interesting. Why did I get a mega side hop? If that was a mega flip, we'd be fine. That would have been it. What? What did the Gwei do there? I've never seen the Gwei do that. Okay. I get so many mega side hops. I need to make sure I'm holding the down right notch. Down right notch. If I'm holding anything else, I'm gonna get mega side hops, which don't work, unfortunately. If this ledge was slightly higher, mega side hops would work. Shit. How? How did that not work? I don't remember it being this precise. Do I need to switch to down after the flip? That might be it. Am I really gonna have to watch my own tutorial? Is that what it's come to? Gamble doesn't even look like a word anymore. That's funny. You guys have seen the word gamble so many times it doesn't even look like a word anymore. How many freaking mega side hops am I gonna get? Dude with the mega side hops, it's because I'm holding down. Why am I holding down? There's no reason to be holding down. That was just awful. Well, it seems like I can hit the mega side flip, mega backflip pretty easily. But something about the way that I'm doing it is preventing me from getting to the other side. Pray the Gwei and you'll get it. I'll just pray the Gwei away. Y'all are straight up addicted to gambling. Dude, it literally took one Master of Time stream. This is what my stream used to be. Back in the day, pre the fish era. It was me playing Master of Time and all my friends gambling. If it wasn't for the gambling system, I don't think I would have any viewers. I genuinely think half of my viewers stayed to gamble. Back in the old days. Side hop. I need like, do coins have any real use? No, not at all. They were added back before Twitch had a channel point system. They were like the original channel point system. So they used to have rewards just like channel points did, where you could like 1v1 me and stuff like that. But since Twitch added actual channel points, now they're just purely used for gambling. But there is a leaderboard of who has the most. So we can see who was the best gambler in chat. I think it's exclamation point points or exclamation point leaderboard or something. One of those will give you the leaderboard. Also, you can get a Discord role. Now that's with channel points, not with these type of points. Fuck. Is number 2's knife hurt? I'm assuming that because that's what you said, Nat. Dude. I used to be pretty consistent at this. What is the issue? I actually don't understand what I'm doing wrong sometimes. Yeah, I've said that like 50 times, Gots, and I do fully intend to remove it. I just always forget. Thank you for the words of encouragement, gosh. Gots. Dude, pause buffering is so hard. On emulator, at least. Okay. Fuck. Alright, fine, I'll watch my own tutorial. God damn it.
So hello, this is a
Shut up, Zach from the past.
ROM hack, any percent tutorial. You go through this area and now you're in the first obstacle of the two that we have to beat game. This is the one I said you to hover across the gap. It's coming. So turn around. I like to pause just to make sure I have the angle. Hold straight right, and you do like a little loop-de-loop around this torch. Basically, the idea is you want the Gwei in front of you, so that the damage that you're shielding to do the mega flip is in front of you. And
Yes, I know all this.
across the torch. So this is the really hard part of the trick, in my opinion, is getting the right roll timing. All right, so I'm just pausing to show you. You press shield and roll at the same time, and you'll get a side roll as long as you are back blocking. But if you wait too long to do this roll, you're gonna hit the ledge, and you're just gonna fall to the ledge, and the trick's not gonna work. And if you do it too early, you're gonna be too far from the ledge, and your mega flip's not gonna go far enough. So you basically need the sweet spot. I try to, like, the moment the torch comes into my view as I
Hi, Oval.
past it, that's when I hit A and shield to do the side roll. And so then make sure you hold shield, do this roll. If you did everything right, the positioning right, the Gwei should hit you on the frame where Link starts to get up. So I don't know if I missed the frame or what, but let's get back to where we were. Turn around. It's something that can happen. You walk off the ledge, I'm fast, trick's dead. Come around here. This is far from me. He probably will hit me on the right frame. I can pretty much assume this will work. And what I want to look for is the frame that Link gets up, and that's this frame.
So it doesn't seem like being too far to the left is an issue.
Do it a bunch to learn what frame is what. But this is the frame. It's pretty obvious. It's not subtle at all. He has his arm up and his backflip, but you don't actually hold back. Depending on whether you got a left side roll or a right side roll, you have to do the backflip in the direction that Link is, the opposite of the direction that Link is facing, because he's not facing forwards. So mega side hop, and mega side hop won't get you across the gap because a mega side hop has no height. So instead, you need to hold down right in that position. Get a
Okay, I learned nothing. I learned literally nothing other than the one visual indicator, which is going past the pole. The torch. What the fuck is the Gwei doing? I learned nothing. Watch old VOD? No, like I saw myself do it. I understand the trick fully, I just don't understand why it's failing at the moment. Like I missed the frame there, I think. Posture check. Thank you for the posture check. Much appreciated. How did that miss? I need to be more left. Oh my god, I remember. I just remembered something. My issue isn't being too far left. My issue is not being left enough. Shouldn't JMook, like, seating-wise beat HBox? Oh wait, Puff Chic. Never mind. For gore. Okay, I actually remember how to do this. I'm gonna hit it. Fucking roll timing, though. I need to be slightly closer to the torch. Otherwise, I can't get the roll timing. I keep grabbing the ledge. It's so annoying. How did that not work? I don't get it. I can hit the unbuffered mega flip, but I literally just cannot get across the gap. It just means I'm rolling too soon, I think. Genuinely, that's the only thing it could mean. So what if I pause buffer this? Well, that was... Alright. I think I'm gonna let this be the thing that I pause buffer. So that I don't fall to the ledge. What the fuck was that roll? No, Whirly, I don't. Dude, am I holding backwards when I'm rolling? Maybe that's the issue. I need to hold forward when rolling. Okay, maybe not totally forward, because that was ridiculous. Maybe just neutral? Maybe a little bit forward? Maybe neutral then forward. And maybe not fucking mega side hop. Oh my god, I figured it out. It's neutral then forward. Okay. Alright, well we're definitely gonna have to practice that, obviously. You have a tip on overcoming a crippling gambling addiction? Yeah, gamble more until you're out of money. Can't have a gambling addiction if you don't have any money to spend. Shut up, Nat. I understand, though. I just needed to fuck around with that a ton until I understood it. Now I understand it, and we're good. I won't miss it again. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this, right? Oh god, the question is, how good is my aim? There's no way this works. This is so slow. Yep, I figured. Holy shit, I actually got it. I don't think you can check all the commands. Alright, you guys want to see the ending? 53-47. What a wonderful first run back. Time to watch Link literally die. Oh wait, it's Sunday. Uh-oh. Sunday, you're about to die. Sunday. Sunday, I don't know how to tell you this, but well, they didn't take very kindly to our Gwei Mega Flip. Sunday in prison, rip bozo. Rip bozo. Rip Link. Lost and forgotten. Rest in piss. Alright. Let's do another. Not even gonna practice the game Gwei Mega Flip because I don't need it. I don't need to practice. Alright, who wants this run named after them? 1 through 10, first person to get it, go. Cat Lord got it with the 7. Alright, Cat Lord. Of course you picked 7. Don't say that like you have a read on me, Sunday. You guys want to hear me mash? Oh yeah, Sunday? You want to know something? The number wasn't actually 76. I just said that because I realized the chat was going to fill with numbers and I didn't want it to, so I picked like the third number that was sent. It was actually 74. I swear, I'm not kidding. Keyboard lo-fi. I got a controller, dog. You just don't want me to know I have a read on you? Okay. Hey, believe what you want, but I promise. Too many. Nice. Alright, our goal for this run is sub 30. We gotta slowly get back into it. That was a sub hour, now we need a sub 30. That's pretty good equips. I let go of target a little too early. Hello? What the fuck was that? And that camera angle? Wasn't bad. We're getting better. Nice. Because gambling is rigged, and if you assume it's a 50-50, you lose. You gamble once, if you win, you run. My favorite shark is the epaulet shark. And that movement wasn't bad. Fuck. Fuck. God, that's so difficult. That's where you're wrong, Worley. It's still a 50-50 every time, no matter how many times you failed or won previously. Fuck. I don't want to grab that ledge. I need to move left a little bit more while waiting for the bomb to explode. I thought Thresher was your favorite. Yeah, I changed my mind. Now it's Thresher plus Epaulet. I like both. Damn. That could have golded. My YOLO setup's good. The only thing I need to do better is time the jump slash. Everything else is great. The jump slash is timed badly, but... If you were famous on YouTube, what would you do? Probably commit a crime. And then get my audience to gaslight the world into saying that I didn't actually do it. And then I'd cheat in a Minecraft speedrun and tell everybody that I didn't for years. And then like 2 years later admit that I may have actually cheated, but it was on accident, so it wasn't my fault. Yeah, and then not apologize to all the people who were severely hurt and berated and attacked and, you know, aggravated by the my fans coming after them for no good reason when I actually did the thing that they were defending me for. Hello? I'd like to open the chest, thank you. Hello? That movement is Goaty Scrody. I very much enjoyed that movement. And I can do that movement cleanly. How did you come up with such a specific situation out of your mind only? I don't know. I guess I just have a, you know, a sharp mind. Lots of cool ideas in there. Can come up with stuff like that on the spot. I hate when that happens. I also hate when that happens, but a little bit less, because that happens more often. Nat, you're turning into Nefaso. You gotta stop making it sound like I'm doing illegal things, please. Why? Why? Dude. Zach, could you possibly commit a crime or two? If you have any suggestions, I mean, I commit crimes all the time, but if you have any suggestions for new ones. I've probably committed like 50 crimes in my life. Most of them trespassing while catching fish. Probably like 45 out of the 50 were trespassing. Damn, 50 dab me up. Okay, interesting, Gods. You know, you've never asked to dab me up before, but when I tell you I've committed a lot of crimes. What's your opinion on shoplifting? Am I supposed to have an opinion on shoplifting? Do people have opinions on that? God, I'm over it. This jump is such a pain in the ass. Dude. I need a visual cue to aim for. I need to come up with something to aim at. If I have something to aim for, this can be easier. Yeah, I know, Nat, because Soph and I are at a year. It was our 1 year anniversary, like, a month ago. And you guys started, like, a month after us, so it makes sense. Oh my... I jumped over the button. Oh, I'm gonna commit tax fraud, dude. Where even is the thing I'm supposed to be doing? When is the AVNJ movie about coming? You mean the movie about my life starring Matt Damon? (2023) tentative. God, these jumps. Yes! I love the Deku Nut. Do I need another one? I'm gonna be out of nuts. I don't think I need another one. There we go. Jesus. Matt Damon looks like you don't look like him. I'm not sure if that's a compliment. But I'm going to assume it is. Thank you. Make a movie starring David Wellington. Do you think David Wellington's aware? He has to have heard, right? There's no way he doesn't know that there's an entire YouTube community that memes on him. Or maybe he is unaware. I feel like there's been enough talk and writing about him that he has to have heard about it. I feel so bad for him. Why do you feel bad for David Wellington? Holy shit, it actually didn't glitch me out this time. Actually, good movement, poggers. Fucking hell. God. Trying to go fast, it's what's gonna happen. I have to get used to it. This is what happens when you try to go fast with new strats that you're not yet good at. I'm sure I already outnumber him, Worley. There's no way the normal David Wellington gets more people actively searching for him than when that video was released. That video was probably an all-time high of traffic for David Wellington. Posture check. Yes, sir. Posture checking. I guarantee if you go to David Wellington search results, it was probably everyone watching that video that one day and trying to figure out who that person is. I don't know types of clownfish. I guess that kind of worked. I really and truly do not remember where I was supposed to do this from. Was it really right here? Can't have been. Could it have been right here? I thought I remembered and then I didn't. It's here. I go here. Oh my god, I remember. It's off to the side. That's what I'm supposed to do. And then I hop there. Okay, I remember now. I actually remember now. Fuck off, thanks. Well, now I have to do this. Hello? Where did it go? Oh, it's in front of me. Okay. One more run. I thought I threw it, but I just put it down in front of me. Alright, number 1 through 10. First person to get it. Eben with the 5. And yes, Scots, I got you. That's definitely faster. I like that movement. I invented that movement. Okay, guys. Music in this game does truly bang, by the way. Yes, there's fall damage in this game. What's the dumbest friend you have? It's an odd question. I don't want to call any of my friends dumb. Thoughts on goatees? It's very person dependent. I've seen a lot of bad goatees, but I've also seen a couple people who really rock them. I'd say 90% of the time, goatees look bad. But there's that 10% who nail it. So if you think you look good in a goatee, you probably don't. Or at least there's a 10% chance that you do. 90% chance you don't. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is one of the few. Damn, that was pretty good. By my old splitting methods, that was like a 320. Is there any new games you're interested in? I don't really play new games. I can't remember the last time I played a game that had recently come out. Oh yeah, Guilty Gear is probably the last one. Wow. Oh wait, Type Lumina actually came after Guilty Gear, right? Type Lumina is the most recent game, so that was like a year ago. And before Guilty Gear and Type Lumina, I don't think I'd ever played a new game other than like maybe Rocket League in 2015. God damn it. Subnautica was new-ish, yeah, but I didn't really play it on release, you know what I mean? I'm talking about like any game that I played on release. This is not going to work the way I want it to. Yep. That was 100% a ledge grab waiting to happen. Hey, look at that. We golden enter temple. My first gold since coming back. I managed to fit a 4th roll in there? Holy fuck. That complicates things a bit. I really gotta get better at that. Still de-rusting Whirly. This is the room where the rust shows for the most part. Because this room is quite difficult movement-wise. Probably the hardest movement in the game. Never mind. Just actually goated with the sticks. Hello? Never mind, I'm losing all of the time that I would have saved to whatever the fuck is going on here. Alright, I'm over it. Whatever. That was so stupid. I hit the crazy movement. Hit the crazy movement and then just literally could not get a straight angle to save my life. Could not get a straight angle to save my life. And then ran off the edge. I will say, if you guys haven't played Ocarina of Time, the movement is harder than you think. You have so much less control over your character than games like Mario. I assume to a spectator who's never played the game, like, moving around just seems like, well, duh, just press the stick in the direction you want to go. But it's, I know you spent a while because you wanted to break the record Sunday. Did you ever get a time on the board? Fuck that second jump. Right, I'm over the second jump. I just want to go. So did you never end up finishing a run? Because of the Gwei flip? Very inconsistent for me? Oh, the Gwei is not meant to be consistent. Stop walking off the edge, holy fuck. Nothing good. Fair. Why did I go for it? There's not even a spider there. It doesn't even save time. It was like 25 or something. I mean, it's not bad. You should have submitted it to the leaderboard. At least fill up the leaderboard more. Oh boy, another Doc main in the Discord. like half the Discord's least favorite character to play against, and now we have 3 of them. Lovely. Gots, Sunday, and Tucci. I mean, technically Gots and Sunday don't main Doc, but they play him, which is a stain enough on their character. God damn it. Gots plays Falcon? Yeah, nowadays, but... Thank you, Potion Brewers. But Gots is a Doc main at heart. So am I organizing a bronze league then? God damn it. I gotta figure out what about that angle makes that bad and what makes it good. So what is it? Worley versus Nick? Dude. Where even am I? Ah, thank you, Calamity.
Gotta go see you some other time, Tom.
Bye, Calamity. Thanks for tuning in. Give a melee homie an assigned melee noob and make it a bracket. So like coaches and noobs, like the thing Oval did. I feel like that concept is a bit less fun than the just having Nick play against someone else for the 3rd time. Just do both? You act like this is worth anything to me. You understand that these are not going to do videos that are going to do well or like provide me anything. I would just be doing it for fun. And I'm not even terribly interested. I forgot to equip the bow. Hello? Fuck was that? What's up, Elixir? Is the opposite of link. Disconnect. Unlink. You cannot grab that ledge? That's a thing? How did I not die? Alright, I gotta kill that Deku. I'm gonna start killing him if I'm gonna do the half a heart thing. I need to start killing that Deku, or I'm just gonna get fucked. For real? Jesus. Where's the bomb? My God. I'm over it. So many things that I'm gonna have to iron out that are just currently just bad. Dude, I was that slow. Fuck. Okay, those are easy. It's just this fucker that I have to get twice in the beginning. Not bad. We'll get there. Shooting is very hard, but it's a skill you gain over time. Sure, as I get back into the game, I'll get more used to it. Shooting is definitely going to be one of the things most affected by me being rusty. Because shooting is just hard. It's a skill you don't appreciate the fact that you have until you don't have it anymore. What slots? You have a much lower chance of winning, but the payoff is way higher on slots. Wait, I forgot. I have to jump slash. There we go. Hello? Jesus. Why do I keep ending up on top of the chest? Thanks, Flex. This is gonna be the last one, and I'm watching Melee. Today was just the getting back into it day. I only have a couple days at home, GOTS, so I can't really do that. It's probably gonna be a bit of a wait. I probably won't be able to do actual attempts until next month. But once I'm home in July, I'm like home all of July. With nothing else to do, so. Hello? There we go. In July we can def do it. Nice Dekunet. Yes, I think slots is actually more degenerate than all the other forms. I think slots counts even more than the rest. Imagine. Damn. Almost got the craziest RNG if he was like 3 pixels to the left so he saw me. God, what an awkward angle for him to come from. Shit. How many teeth do you have? It's a great question that I don't know the answer to. Gotta hold forward, gotta hold forward, gotta hold forward. Neutral, then forward. It's very new to me, but... Definitely this is what I'm gonna have to practice the most. Whoops. First time chat, gamble all. Yeah, you get them every 10 minutes, so stay for 10 minutes and you'll be able to gamble. You get 10 coins per 10 minutes watching. It's because I didn't hold forward. Okay, that one was good. Bad timed roll, but that one was good. I got it. Dude, okay, I understand. I can do the mega flip unbuffered now. It's gonna take practice to get the timing down, but I can absolutely do the unbuffered mega flip now. Wish I didn't have so much trouble with that. And shooting is gonna take a while too. Wait, what? Oh. I'm supposed to backwalk into here, aren't I? An immediate turn backwalk here. Hello? The Sunday Bop. I'm quickly de-rusting. And this run had a gold. Oh. Okay. That'll be all for today. See you guys. Next stream will probably be a content stream to prepare fish stuff for while I'm gone. But I will try to do Master of Time after. And I may just do a straight up Master of Time stream tomorrow. We'll see. I think I'm pretty much ready for runs. I mean, the Gwei Mega Flip, I'm going to practice a little bit, but it's either going to happen or it's not. Basically, I just need to go for all the crazy shit, and it just has to all happen in a row. So the sooner that I just get grinding runs, the better. I don't know when the next drawing competition will be. Alright. Bye, guys.